Hi guys. So I just had this call to make this video. I don't know. I just get these things on my heart. And so I make a video about it and hope somebody watches and hope that it resonates with somebody. So I was at a conference a couple years ago, a women's conference, Rachel Hollis's live conference or Rise conference. And she had us write a letter to our perspective. Perspective? No. Persistence. Persistence. And your persistence is the part of you that never gave up. And this might sound silly. You're like, I'm going to write a letter to what? But follow me for a second. So your persistence, the part of you that never gave up, the part of you that didn't quit even when something was challenging or hard. And it's really powerful when you get that written. There's so much power to writing down words and seeing it and actually doing the work, not just thinking about something. So right now is just a busy time, at least it is in the teacher world, and I'm surrounded by teachers a lot, and it probably is then too in all the mama's world and daddy's world where you have kids who are in school and you've got a lot going on. And we are so busy that we don't always sit with our feelings. We don't always process our feelings. We just push through, and then you just hold it in until then you can't hold it in anymore, and then you explode, and now you think something's wrong with you because you're exploding. So let's take a step back for a second. You're allowed to feel all the feelings, good, bad, and otherwise. You're allowed to sit with them and feel them. You don't need to dismiss them. There is not something wrong with you. You're allowed to feel them. So that's the first thing. But back to when you're in this busy season of life and when you're stressed and when there's a lot going on, you tend to give yourself less grace, and you tend to stop celebrating the little things and just appreciating all you've done, and you just get extra hard on yourself. And I don't know why we do that, but we do. So I wanted us to write. I wanted you to try this. This is what we did at this conference. I'm talking circles, but bear with me here. Write a letter to your persistence, okay? And I want you, I don't care how far back you start. I mean, this year alone, you could probably write an entire novel. But if you want to start back to school, like elementary school, if you want to start back to high school, if you want to start back to college, or since you've graduated college, I don't care. But I want you to write a letter to your persistence and all the things you've done and all the things you've accomplished and all the things you've made it past. And when you thought you couldn't, you did it anyways. And you're here. All those things built you. They didn't break you. They're not your faults and your flaws. They're your foundation. They're your building blocks. They're why you are who you are. They made you who you are right now, and they can only help shape your life for the better if you let that. And unless you make it a part of your narrative to where it's why you can't and why you blah, blah, blah. No, don't do that. But write this letter to your persistence. Type it in your notes. I don't care. And just start noticing what your hand writes. Holy cow, when I did this, I remember my hand was writing things that I did. My brain wasn't even processing it yet. And then going back through and rereading it. Damn right I did that. I did that. I got through that. I achieved that. And I think we need that. I think we need to build ourselves up every once in a while. I think we need to celebrate ourselves a lot more. And this helps you do that. And if it's written well, maybe you want to put it on your fridge, put it in your bathroom on the mirror, put it somewhere where you can see that. So when you are having that day where you're like feeling defeated and feeling like you're not good enough, which it happens, nothing's wrong with you. You just need to remind yourself. But do you remember all those things I've done? Do you remember how I got back up and I did this thing anyways, and I made it past that hard thing and I survived? I think we need to do that. Now's the time to do that. Stop pushing through and not feeling these feelings. Take the time, write a letter to your persistence. and just celebrate your dang self and all you've accomplished and how great you are. Not the flaws that you have, because they're not flaws anyways. You're just being a jerk to yourself, okay? So write a letter to your persistence. Let me know how it is. Let me know how your experience was. It's okay if there's tears. That's fine. But be proud. You've done so much, especially in this past year. So share with me. Try it out. Please do it. Go do it. And celebrate yourself. Now. Okay. Love you guys.